Alright, I thought I could make a new video now that I finally got my phone back from repair, and today I thought I'd talk a bit about laserdiscs. You know, here I have two brought taken out. I have probably not easy to see, but I'll go kind of flash on it quick. I have around 142 titles. I bought a lot on the internet, and I got most of these movies with them. I have two players. Here's one, which is a European player that take both NTSC and PAL format. No NTSC or American or Japanese players can play PAL. Only in Europe they released combination players for the formats. And this one is quite old. I think it's from 1990, and it also broke during shipping. And here's another one from 1997, which is a combination player, which is one of the very, very earliest releases with DVD. DVD were released in the US around 1997 actually, so this is one of the earliest DVD players you can find, which is a combination of, this is an NTSC player with a DVD. And for those of you wondering how large laserdiscs are, I'll pull one out from this from Braveheart with Mel Gibson. And you can see here that it is really large. It is 12 inches or 30 centimeters in diameter, which is actually the same size as a normal vinyl record. Really large. And this is an analog format. The video image is analog, which means you can actually fast forward through all those FBI warnings, etc., etc., that you are forced to watch on a DVD because of restriction codes in the digital medium. And I didn't get a remote with that player. Here's the remote for the European one. It is large. This knob here, you can fast forward and reverse to the movie. There are some buttons to switch between analog and digital audio and all that. This one I programmed a universal controller to work with the player. So boot up screen, and I can show you. You know, here's the tray for normal CDs and DVDs. And here's the tray for the laserdisc. It's really big. This one doesn't have separate trays, so everything is within one same tray though. This one is single-sided. This one can play both sides. There's a can't see it here, but it sticks out on the back where the turning mechanism flips the laser and it comes up on the top, so it can read both sides. And it's really quick too on the turning. Since it's analog, it can play to some degree with errors like finger marks, scratches, etc. on the plate, a disc, but it's not like a DVD where it have auto correction codes. A DVD have a program in it that corrects defects on the disc to some degree, so it would play the video without errors. But this one would show the defects right away. But normally it doesn't show until it's really scratched and all that. And can load it in. You can see on the screen here. Oops, I need to press play. There. It's quite noisy. And here, it's 1800 RPMs.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
And the picture quality isn't actually that bad. I'll turn on the sound a bit. And as I said, you can fast forward through all this crap. I've hooked it up to this Onkyo receiver, which I bought. It it converts the analog signal to a 1080 progressive signal for the plasma TV, as this one is 480 interlaced. So this one deinterlaces the video signal and upscales it to a high definition digital signal. So it plays a bit better on screen. It also includes a much better comp filter than the player, so it's no noise as I can see on the picture. Of course, the picture quality doesn't show up too good on this camera, but it is probably as good as it can get with these low-end players. There were released some players in Japan that have really advanced filters, and there's no smearing or things like that on the image. Interference between the chroma and luma in the signal. Laserdisc can also contain surround audio signals. The most common one is one called AC3, which is stored in the analog parts of the audio tracks, and it's modulated in a radio frequency, so you'll need a box like this that can demodulate the signal and convert it to a digital 5.1 surround signal. Some movies also include 5.1 DTS surround signal, which is stored on the digital tracks, but not as common as the analog AC3. But I also think Laserdisc is very cool. They're a bit heavy. You feel like you're holding something. You can, on the special editions, especially get some beautiful gatefold covers. You don't get anything as large as this on the DVD. And if you don't want to play the movie, it could be a very nice picture to hang on the wall, actually. And this box set of Aliens, which is the second Alien movie. And this one is, as you can see here, have some paperwork with a lot of text on it. and the movie is in a format called CAV, which is just a method to store the video on the video information on the disk. CAV, you can only store 30 minutes of video per disk, while CLV, which is this one is in, you can have 60 minutes of video per disk. And the best way, one way to see if one disk is in CAV or CLV is that CAV disks show time in the form of frames it have played through, while CLV show time in the form of time. And this one contains commentary tracks and all that. And this was before the time of DVD, so laserdiscs were actually quite ahead of its time when it came to special features and things like that on a disc. Laserdiscs are also prone to something called laser rot. Some titles especially have that problem, which is defects during the printing of the movie, like poor gluing, because there's two plastic layers glued together on the reflective aluminum layer, and if there's some defects with glue, then the air will come through and the reflective layer would oxidize. You can insert a movie that have laser rot right now. Actually, I have one that have that, which is the movie War Games. I just eject. Take out the movie. And insert it. If it wants to eject in this century. There we go. These are quite old, so the mechanical parts are a bit cranky. There you can see on the image here how the picture looks like when it's in the worst stages of laser rot. A lot of color speckles, well, yeah, and the signal drops out because, yeah, it loses the signal, and the receiver tries to upscale it, so it's, yeah, but yeah, you can see the picture quality is very poor. The audio is distorted, and this player doesn't want to play it at all. But if I flip it over to side B, it plays just fine. There's no problems on this side of the disc. This shows that in some cases it only happens on one side and all that, and not necessarily every movie from the this printing have laser rot either, so it's just bad luck basically if you have it or not. Yes, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching.